Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. Lately, I have been a stress case. I don't know if it's because of the full moon or the blue moon that's happening this week, or if it's just because I'm stressed out about change. I'm somebody who always gets nervous and stressed out when my schedule changes, and it's changing immensely, but it's changing for a very long period of time, so I'm more so excited to be able to have something a little bit more stable than it has been this summer. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved this summer. I had a lot more time at home. I had a lot more quality time with family and friends than last summer. But like I said, change is just something that makes me anxious, and I always just have this recurring nightmare where my alarm goes off and I sleep through it and I miss my classes, I miss work, and I'm just someone who always has those kinds of fears, so I put like 10 million alarms on for the morning. It also just feels like I have no time to finish the things that have a deadline before the summer ends, and it's getting me so stressed. But I have learned to just breathe and take time for myself, do a little bit of self-care, whether it's doing a ballet class to ground myself and to take my mind off of the things that are worrying me at the time, or sometimes I just need to nap and relax and just let my mind be free from all the stress and worry. And that's why I love ballet class so much, especially when I start at the bar. All I'm focusing on is my technique and my artistry. All the other things that are bothering me day in and day out have left my mind because I'm just focusing on the present moment and what my body is doing and what I'm trying to achieve in that present moment. I think I find comfort in bar work too because it's always the same. It's always pliés, tendus, jetés, rond de jambes, etc. And I just have to know the exercises and work on, like I said, my technique and what I'm thinking about in the present moment, which is purely just dancing. So I was in the studio Friday morning because I was teaching a student for an hour and I had a little bit of free time, so I did some ballet, and it was the first time in months that I had put on my pointe shoes, worn leotard tights, and been in the studio. So I had lately been doing class at home, and that doesn't allow me to do things like this across the floor and truly dance, do grand allegro, do a variation. I do as much as I possibly can at home, but it's just not the same as being in a huge studio. You have lots of space, you can blast the music. I always just feel so good after dancing big and doing the things that make me happy in ballet class, such as learning a new variation or trying to remember a variation I did 4.5 years ago. And honestly, doing this variation for the first time in 4.5 years gave me such a huge confidence boost because I was expecting to literally eat the floor. And I actually got through it on the first try, doing it full out. This is just me marking it and trying to remember all of the steps that I usually did. I changed the ending because I'm not a jumping girly. I'm more of a turning, bourrée, slow movement girly. So like I said, I changed this ending part. Instead of the fast jumps, I do the turns. I tried one fast jump and I was like, yeah, no.
I might have issues because they have a hole.
Like I said, this was the very first time doing this variation in 3 or 4.5 years, and again, The first time, I just wanted to record it just in case I did it well, and I got through the whole thing nonstop. I did kind of mess up this part. I don't know what I was doing here. I did the opposite. It's supposed to be an envelope or a piqué through and a plie, but a little bit quicker. This part was always the bane of my existence whenever I did this variation. Fun fact, this variation is the exact one I chose to do for auditions. I still have my audition video on YouTube on this channel, and I looked at it the other day and I was like, wow, I really did not focus on my bad side. I was just way too self-conscious to even show or even try my bad side. And since teaching, I've realized the importance of, you know, correcting both sides equally. And I knew that in the back of my head as a dancer, but just doing your bad side is very humbling in all the worst possible ways. So I was always a dancer who would avoid doing their bad side. But like I said, in the last few years, I've been paying attention to it more. And I think that's why doing the variation for the first time was much easier than it used to be, because I've been really paying attention to working on both sides of my body and improving all aspects which don't feel good to begin with. But then that's how you improve things. You can't improve things that aren't or that are perfect already. You know what I mean? But anyways, after dancing at the studio, Steve and I went down into town to go and get the Barbie box for one of my dancers, because she's going to be Barbie. She's going to be Barbara for her jazz solo. So we did a bunch of shopping, got some pad thai for dinner at Noodle Box, and it was super delicious. Then the next morning, I showered, cleaned my hair, everything, did an entire hour-long routine after literally being on the roof and helping Steve clean out the gutters. That was so gross because it was just a bunch of leaves and dirt that were caught in there and clogging up the water. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today it is Saturday, August, I want to say it's the 19th. I could be wrong. It's probably like the 23rd or something, or 25th. I honestly have no idea of the dates anymore, but I went to the dance studio yesterday because I was teaching for a little bit and choreographing. So I did a little bit of ballet as well, and it felt so good to shower because this morning I was helping Steve with some of the siding on the roof needed replacement, or specifically the eaves trough. So we did that, or not the eaves trough. Is that what it's called? I think so. The gutter. That's it. We had to clean out the gutters and replace one of them. So I felt really gross because stuff kept like falling on me, like actual stuff from the gutter. It's pretty gross. So I just had a quick shower. My hair is all nice and clean, and it takes forever for my hair to dry because it is literally past my waist now, but I can't bring myself to cut it. It's taking me so long to grow out. So I'm just keeping it the way it is now. But I wanted to show you guys a little haul of the stuff that I bought at Sephora yesterday. Fun fact, this isn't me trying to flex how much I spent, but it was funny because I went into Cabela's yesterday after I was in Sephora because Steve was still shopping in there. We kind of split off shopping because, you know, like Sephora and he likes Cabela's for our different likes and hobbies or whatever. And I went in and I was like, how much do you think that's going to be? And he was like, oh, like $150. Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty expensive. And I said, between the two of us, who do you think spent more money? And he was like, oh, definitely me. Because I had my little bag, right? Little did he know, this came to $272. But I will say it's because it's a lot of things that are going to stay good for the next couple of years. For example, I have not worn perfume in a really long time because I just couldn't bring myself to spend money on a really nice perfume. I've just been using the Bath & Body Works one, which still smell great, but I thought I would treat myself and replace my clean classic scent because I used to use this one religiously and I ran out of it, so I purchased it again. This was $99, I believe. It's eco-conscious, non-toxic, cruelty-free, vegan. I don't know how to say that word. Phthalate free and gluten-free, which is kind of cool. And it smells so good. It's my favorite scent. It just smells so fresh and so clean and so sweet. I got the Squalene Cleanser from The Ordinary. I love The Ordinary because it's really affordable. Not like the other things I purchased, but it is very affordable. I got this, I think this was like $9 or $10, and it comes in a huge box. Like this is gonna last me for months, So, and I love that everything in The Ordinary is really clean, so you know what you're getting because it quite clearly says what is in their product. Love The Ordinary. I also got the caffeine solution, which I'm gonna put underneath my under eyes because they've been brutal. I was teaching an online person, like a kid. So to be fair, again, it was a kid the other day, and he goes, you look really tired today. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. I am. So I got these to help with the under eye, dark circles, and the puffiness in the morning. So I'm gonna use that. I think you're supposed to put it in the fridge. I had it a few years ago. I also got the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in the flavor berry. And I love this one. It's just, the packaging's so nice as well, and it tastes so good. So I got that. I also just got a little sampler of the Too Faced mascara. I needed a new beauty blender because mine was disgusting, so I got that. I also got these little acne day and night duo patches for when I have spots, and I think they really help me because A, it doesn't let me pick at them, and B, it heals them faster. I also got, I got a new liquid blush from Rare Beauty. I got it in the shade Hope, Soft Pink Dewy Liquid Blush, and it's dewy. I wanted to get a dewy one because lately my makeup has been looking really cakey and really dry, and I think it's because my skin has been dry. So I'm gonna moisturize it and also use more dewy moisturizing makeup versus matte makeup. And I like the look of a dewy glow for makeup. So I got this, I'm gonna use that today. I got a few free things as well. I got the Dr. Dennis Gross Daily Moisturizer, so I'm gonna use that today, I think. And I also got the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask, which I think I'm going to use tonight before bed. So yeah, those are all of the things that I got at Sephora. I'm going to use this moisturizer now and do my makeup with a couple of the things that I got yesterday. Okay, first off, I'm using the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Daily Moisturizer. So let's see how it is. I've never used anything Dr. Dennis Gross. Actually, that's a lie. I used one of their exfoliators and I really liked it. I am just a girly on a budget, so I used way too much of this as well. So I'm gonna try to spread it out evenly. I used some caffeine drops underneath my eyes as well to brighten up these dark circles. Let that set in. Don't mind if you hear Steven blasting I'm Just Ken on his phone in the next room, but I'm so excited to use this brand new beauty blender. I love the packaging and I desperately needed a new beauty blender because mine was disgusting. The only thing I find, I don't know if it's just me, but do you find that these beauty blenders have gotten smaller throughout the years? Like, I'll show you the one that I used to have, and maybe it's just because they're made better now. I don't know if they absorb a bunch, but here is the one that I had before. Like, does it just get like that big because it gets used more and it absorbs more? I don't know. I feel like this one's definitely smaller, but let's see how it works. I'm gonna put on some concealer on these under eyes. I hope that this moisturizer and the base that I've applied on my face before doing my makeup makes my under eye bags look a little less scary, because every time I look in the mirror at the end of the day, my makeup looks very dry in person. And I think that's because of the fact that I have dry skin naturally, and I'm gonna use the new Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush in the shade Hope. But like I was saying, I think the reason, and I attribute the reason to my skin looking dry due to the fact that my skin is dry. But at the same time, I feel like if you have a really good base of moisturizer, it doesn't let your skin look cakey and dry with makeup. But maybe that's just me. Ooh, I love this color. The other one that I have is a lot more orangey. Let's see how this blends. I should have, I guess, blended out this first. And I probably should have wet the beauty blender. I forget how to use them, to be honest, because I've been using my fingers a lot of the time when I do my makeup. But I like to blend the blush with the concealer because it looks a lot more natural. Oh, that's so pretty. I guess I should have tried blending the blush without the beauty blender as well, just to see how it blends without it, but I always say that. I said that last time I used blush. Okay, let's keep blending everything out evenly. Please and thank you. I'm getting so excited for fall, mainly because dance is going to be like the regular schedule like it is throughout the year, but also because pumpkin spice is out and I love Halloween. I love fall food, soups, and warm, cozy meals and staying in. I'm such a homebody. I didn't realize I was until I allowed myself to rest and enjoy staying at home. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong, if it's because the caffeine solution, but like my makeup got really weird and I feel like when I wet the beauty blender, it just took everything off. So I'm gonna put the blush on again and maybe blend it without the beauty blender. I don't know if I just did a weird combination of my moisturizer and caffeine solution, because I tend to do things like that and mess everything up. Let's see. But like I was saying, I'm very excited for the fall. I'm very excited for things to get chilly, which again, that's weird for me to say because I don't like the cold. I love the summer. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's better. Yeah, it's better with the fingers for sure. Ah, that's way too much. Hey Steve, do you need some blush? I put on way too much, but maybe that's where I'm gonna use my beauty blender. It's so dewy. Oh my gosh, I used so much, guys. I'm I'm gonna look like a clown, but that's okay. I'll just look extra sun-kissed. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just feel like I'm slapping myself in the face. Here we go. This is where you're gonna be useful. There we go. That's kind of cute. I don't know if I feel like wearing mascara today. I'm in one of those moods where I'm like, I kind of like the clean look without anything, but let's put some on anyways. When I went to the studio yesterday, I attempted doing Bluebird for the first time in 4 years, I believe. Might even be 5 years now that I'm thinking about it, because I was doing Bluebird in 2019. No, that's 4 years. Around this time last year, I was still dancing a little bit, but even it's been over 4 years to be honest, because the last time I did Bluebird full out would have been January of 2019, and it was hard, guys. I remember it being a relatively easy variation, still difficult, but easier than Aurora in my opinion. It's a lot shorter. Bluebird's only like a minute long. So to me, in my head, it's easier because it's shorter. And it's also not a bunch of hops and a bunch of jumps. There's actually no jumps in Bluebird except for the very end. And I never did those jumps, let's be real. I always just did a turning section rather than jumps. I'd always change it. So that was kind of scary to do it in the studio for the first time. But honestly, I was impressed with myself, and I attribute that to the fact that I have been consistent in my routine of A, like Pilates based exercises, and B, allowing myself to rest, because I remember when I used to do that variation, I was winded, but I was also already starting it exhausted because I would be doing classes 6 days a week for like 8 hours to 12 hours a day. And that's because I was at the professional level. But at the same time, I just never really allowed my body to truly rest. Also because I never took a break. I never took a holiday, even when I was on holiday. I don't have my fingers available to do the little bunny ears, but if I would do that. I never took an actual holiday on the holiday because I would do ballet in the basement, or I would go to classes in Toronto. I would go to classes, you know, at my old dance studio. I would go to classes literally wherever I could and wherever I wanted to. So having more time to rest has helped me a lot. And it's a balance that I didn't find until my mid to late 20s, because I was still going to the gym when I met Steven every single day. I didn't even take a rest day because on my rest days, I would do yoga or Pilates or walk. But now I love having rest days to truly rest. I'm such a homebody, and staying at home, maybe cooking, cleaning, or hanging out with the pets, hanging out with Steven, hanging out with my mom is my rest day. And you know, our rest days are still a little bit active because we're an active family. And by that, I mean, we're going to walk with our dog, because obviously we need to walk our dog. But it's a balance that I've finally found after all my life of not having balance and pushing myself so much, because, you know, that's what we do when we're young and we want a career in something that's not the easiest career choice when it comes to job availability, because you want to be chosen, you want to be successful, and you push and push for years. And when you finally get it, you should be able to be like, oh, I'm fine. But I wasn't. I was the opposite. I was not fine in my head. But I was fine. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. In my head, it makes sense, but I also need a coffee. I'm also really tired because I ate a lot of pad thai. And you know the feeling after you eat a heavy carb meal, you're like, that's how I'm feeling right now. But energized to go to the grocery store, so that's what I'm going to do right now, and I'll catch you guys later. Again, I'm obsessed with this glowy lip balm. It looks so cute too. Like even in its packaging, it looks so cute. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I got these new shoes from Winners and I really like them. And I'm wearing like a cute top as well, but it's gonna be cold in the grocery store, so I'm gonna wear my sweater on top. And I'm also gonna stop for Winners because I need to get some new PJs for a brand deal that I'm filming. We also have to clean up today. We have company coming over tonight. But these are the shoes in a better view because you guys couldn't see them before. But yeah, today's our cleanup day. So we're gonna clean up as much as we can around the house. And I also have to film another video when I get home. And then we have company coming over around 8, I think. Before, we have some friends coming over, so and we're gonna have a little fire with s'mores, hot dogs, and stuff like that, and corn. I need to clean up the bathroom because, quite frankly, this is This is so realistic. This is literally the state of our bathroom right now. Dog hair everywhere. My makeup's a mess, so I'm gonna reorganize that. I'm gonna clear off the countertop so I can wipe it down, give it a good wipe, clean the toilet, clean literally everything, so that when they come here, they don't have to step over things and it'll be much more clean and pristine. So I'm gonna do that now and then probably do the same thing to the kitchen because I don't go anywhere else in the house. Now I'll still tidy up as much as I can. They're coming in like 2 hours, so I have lots of time. I say lots of time, but it's not really. So yeah. So I just finished cleaning up and I have a candle going. I took out all of my nice soaps for when my friends come over. I got the Spice Pear one from Scottish Fine Soaps. I love Scottish Fine Soaps. It is so great for my skin. I know that's still kind of a mess, but that's our water that we drink at night. That's my skincare that I use at night and my perfume, so it's not that messy. It just looks kind of lunky, but yeah, I think that looks really nice now and nice and clean compared to before. I also wiped down all of these shelves and tour for you guys. I know that, but I'm gonna get to it when I have more time. These nice shelves along our bathroom, and I took this one down because it was originally up there, but you couldn't see it, and I really like the setup that we have now right here because I have my skincare and then a little 3 succulents and a little bit more skincare and the back thing, and then I reorganized this as well just so it keeps the things that don't look as aesthetic away. And then, come on, really, there we go. And then I have my seashells, some more aesthetic things, of course, very glamorous toilet. And yeah, like I mentioned, all the shelves are reorganized and I think the bathroom looks a lot better than it did before, but I'm gonna go get ready to cook dinner and I guess catch you guys in a bit.
How low can I go?